There's so much wonder in the sea, things we've never even heard of or seen, fascinating colours and creatures, a magnificent underworld, captivating and full of mystery. Hi everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope everyone is doing well. I'm a little bit unwell, so if you can tell in my voice, that's what's going on, but I did want to come on and make something with you all. So I'm going to be using this deep shadow box, and that's what you're going to be needing, one of these deep frames, and we're going to turn it around. You can print a background on, some card or some paper. Just get any image that you want to use, and you can go with any theme or style. I'm going to be using this one here from this pad, so I'm going to get the backing off, and then we're going to cut this, measure it to size and cut it so that it fits inside. And I'm actually just going to use the paper that comes with it. You're going to place it on top just to know how much you need to cut, and we're going to grab our pencil, just make an outline. Get your scissors, and we're going to cut this out nice and quick. I thought this was card, but it's actually paper, so need to be careful it's not as strong as I thought. Then you want to grab some glue stick. This one's a little bit dried out, so I need to kind of go over it a little bit harder than usual. And then place it on top and get it in place. And let's just press that down. Now I'm actually going to go over this because it's not that shiny, like it's too matte for me. So I'm going to go over it with some glass Mod Podge. The other thing I might do is sprinkle a little bit of white glitter while the Mod Podge is still on there. And here's my bag of glitter. I'm just going to take a little bit and sprinkle it to the top. Actually, let's just do that all around because this actually looks so nice. And then it's totally up to you if you want to place your glass back on there. I'm going to have it without it because I just prefer it that way. So then you're going to take it, place it back inside, and then close these little clips. And now we're ready to work on the inside, which is a really fun bit. You're going to need some reindeer moss. So I've got a few colours here, and I think I'm going to mainly be using the neutral colour. So take your hot glue and just place it on top of the background and in the frame on the sides. And then you're going to stick your moss down. Let's go with a darker green now, and a bit of lighter green. I'm also going to use some of this, which is called curly moss. It's amazing how many different types of moss you can get, and I think I'm going to add that right there. Now you want to grab some shells. You can see my lovely collection here. I've also got some starfish and some really small shells. And we're going to be decorating like the bottom with the shells. So I'm taking some smaller ones. So I've chosen small shells because I'm using a small frame. Otherwise you can go with the standard big ones. Like I've got some really huge ones, but they just won't fit in there. Thankfully I've grabbed these really small ones, which is perfect. Now for the main focus, I'm going to be using this mould. It's a mermaid tail. As you can see, I got this from Zadil, and I'm going to be using these pastels. So you can use eyeshadow. You basically just want powder to colour it. You can have it clear, of course, and then paint it if you'd like. But I'm just going to add a little colour to the mould, just like this. You can also use mica powder, and that's going to come through on the mould. And you can use resin in your mould, you can use clay. I'm just going to use my hot glue because that's the quickest and the cheapest. That really looks lovely already. And it's going to help the detail come out on the mould as well, so we're going to really be able to see this. Just going over the edges of the mould as well, in case it picks it up. I'm not sure if it will. Okay, I think we're ready to put our hot glue in. Make sure you've got enough, so I've got another glue stick ready. And you want it nice and hot, like really nice, so it's easy just to kind of put inside your mould like this. Starting to work my way up. Okay, I think that we're done filling that, so I'm going to let this set. It's not going to take too long to set. I'm probably just going to give it 2 minutes. While that sets, I'm going to have a look at what space I've got to place these starfish. I think that's completely fine there, so just attaching my hot glue to it. I'm going to take a smaller starfish, and I've run out of hot glue. I'm going to place him just above the other starfish there. I think the mould is ready now. You can see I touched it when it wasn't fully set. So yeah, you need to be patient with these. Let's get it out of the mould, have a look at what it looks like. So this is how it looks. And I think I'm going to just neaten this up with some scissors. I'm taking my glass Mod Podge to go over it, just to give it that gloss again. And we will wait for this to dry clear. While we're waiting for the mermaid to dry, I'm going to take this, which was actually part of, I think, a bracelet or something. It's got a little bit of purple to it, and it's a glass, like marble almost. So I'm going to stick that there. So we have our tail finally nice and dry. So I'm going to add hot glue to the hot glue, and we're going to stick her down. Right in the middle, as though she's inside the sea, just diving. I've just added this bit off camera using these jewels. I usually like in the wedding sections. So I've added 3 going from bigger to smaller. Now I'm going to add some stamps. I think I'm going to go for this one here, and I'm going to have it coming right here. I'm using my black ink. You can use whatever colour you want. Just pressing that down. I'm going to do one tiny section right here. I'm draping this over the frame. I don't know where I got this from. I had it from school years, many years ago. And I'm going to glue this on with my hot glue as usual. Don't want to add too much glue because it will come through the netting. Now I'm going to cut off all of the excess. And then I'm going to neaten these down and just carry on sticking it down. Now I'm taking this chalk craft pen. You can just use any white marker. And I'm going to just go over the edges here, the border. Doesn't have to be neat. Now to finish off, I've printed a little quote off the internet, and I've got some card here just because I can't print onto card. We're going to stick this down, and I printed it multiple times just to see what size I want, and I'm going to go with this one here. So grab your glue stick, turn this around. Just going to make sure that's covered entirely. And then you're going to glue it onto your card. Then we're going to cut this out. And you can choose to have yours the entire sentence, but I'm going to have each word. So I'm going to cut this like this as well. Now I'm going to go over these with some tape. So it's kind of like we've laminated it. It just makes the colours pop as well. So I'm cutting the sellotape to size according to the paper. This is our final bit for the project. You're going to take these sticky foam pads, and they give it an added dimension to it because it raises it up. You're going to need to cut them to size for some of them, so just grabbing my scissors again to cut the excess there. So kind of go and have a look at how you want to arrange it. Make sure that you've got enough space so you know where to stick everything. And I'm happy, it's really sticky by the way, those foam pads. I'm happy where this is, so I'm going to go ahead and stick it down. And take my other foam pad. You can see how flat that is in comparison to the one where we've used the sticky foam pad on. And here's a completed project. What do you guys think? I really like it. I think I haven't made something like this for a while. I really do like miniature worlds and dioramas, and also this is a mixed media project and I really love making those. I hope that you have enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.